Good morning, Dubai. It is Monday, and we kicked off the show speaking about all the big stories that took place this weekend: the Donald Trump shooting, the UAE cabinet reshuffle, and of course, the Ambani wedding.
And so, of course, if you are not subscribed to the Lovin Dubai Show podcast, subscribe wherever you get your podcast from to not miss the show in podcast form, and don't forget to enjoy the show.
Good morning, Dubai. Happy start of the week. Happy Monday. Good morning to everyone watching on all platforms. We go through the top trending stories across the country and today across the world. Our top story for you today: the UAE condemns the shooting incident which targeted former US President Donald Trump.
As well, the UAE cabinet reshuffles, and His Highness Sheikh Hamdan is now Deputy Prime Minister and UAE Minister of Defense.
A car's cruise control malfunctioned, and thankfully the driver was saved by Dubai police.
And as well, the Ambani wedding. Dubai celebrities descend on the wedding of the year.
It's 282 days since the war began on October 7th. The current death toll in Gaza stands at 38,584. The number of injured people is 88,881, while 1.9 million people have been displaced from their homes.
And in today's rapid weather report, fog alerts in some areas, highs of 38 degrees expected in Dubai, with humidity at 75%. So you guys, it's hot, stay in the AC.
It's so humid. Before we get into all of this, it is Farah's birthday week.
Oh
yes,
my
it
God.
is. It's not the day, it's the week.
It's the week.
So we're prepping.
I am, and I'm getting a lot of birthday blues because I fear aging, but I as well love embracing. So in regards of all of that, how old do you think this guy is? He looks like a...
I just realized you may be able to see his age, but this is a guy. If you zoom in, if you're watching, you can kind of see his face. Right, okay, so this guy is going famous around the world because he looks about 15, 16, 17, 18, but in fact, any guesses?
He's 35, you guys. He's 35. I mean, do you think this is nice?
Like fair play to him, because how he's achieved it. So we talk about like cosmetic surgery and expensive skincare and all of these things to help us look younger as we get older. However, this guy, he's embraced no alcohol, no direct sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't smile when he laughs.
Okay.
And he eats a plant-based fresh fruit and veg diet. Now, I think generally all of that fine. The not smiling when you're laughing,
that's too much.
It's a lot.
Look,
it's a commitment.
It is. It really is, because like I think about it in a way that, you know what, fine, you want to look that young, but it's kind of like odd because like you are 35 years old, and it would be kind of like awkward. Like, hi, I'm 35 years old, but I look like I am 16. I had a friend, by the way, when I was like really young, and we were like what, 7, 8, 9 years old, and she would, I kid you not, Casey, she would not smile. She would be like, she had the poker face, and when she would laugh, she'd be like,
Wait, sorry, to stay looking younger?
To stay younger. And she was
what
like
age
7.
Was she?
We were 7.
Oh no,
we
she got
kids.
that from her mom.
She did.
How would you even know that exists?
I didn't even know, because like at that point, you know, when you're 7, you don't even think about aging. You know what I mean? I did not even know what aging was at that point. I didn't even know anything.
Of course.
And she would be like, oh yeah, because I don't want to have wrinkles. And she would have like that poker face.
Is that a thing?
I swear.
She's 7.
Exactly. No.
I looked terrible when I was 7.
I remember when I was 16, there was a girl I went to school with, and she would do sit-ups every day. And I was like, why on earth? I was like, what are those? What are you doing? like every single 100 sit-ups, and she was like, I just want a flat stomach. I was like, what's that?
That's not a flat stomach.
Now I know what she was doing. She was being fit. And I see the benefits, but wild for a 7-year-old, and that comes directly from the parents.
Yes.
I think fair play to people who want to live a life that's, sustainable, eating from the ground, all of that. But if it actually impacts your daily life, if you're not able to smile, I think it's going too far.
I agree with you, because you know what? I feel like as we age, we do get like some lines which just like show us that we are growing, you know, and that's beautiful. I think that's beautiful.
Or just laughing at Botox.
Exactly.
Okay, we do not endorse Botox on the show. Let's jump into our top stories for you today.
So the UAE condemns shooting incident targeting former United States President Donald Trump. The UAE has strongly condemned the shooting incident that targeted former US President Donald Trump, which led to his injury as well as the death of one person and injuries to others, and expressed the sincere sympathy over this tragic incident.
In a statement, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs expressed the UAE's solidarity with the presidential candidate Trump and his family, as well as the government and people of the US, and also offered its heartfelt wishes for a speedy, full recovery.
The ministry also expressed its sincere condolences and sympathy to the government and people of the United States and to the family of the victim of the heinous crime that has happened, as well as its wishes for a speedy recovery for all injured people in the incident. Which, by the way, I'm sorry, and I hope that everyone who passed away. You know, like I feel I'm sorry to the family and so on, and I wish speed recovery to all of the people that are injured. However, there is a conspiracy theory that I read this weekend.
Okay.
Now, the conspiracy theory says because, like, after this incident, chances of Donald Trump winning has increased to 96%.
Okay.
So people are saying that this is all planned by Donald Trump.
No.
So he can gain the sympathy of people to get his
No way. Look at that.
It's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy theory. Not a hope.
Not a hope. You never know. I don't know.
No, I think we could say anything is a conspiracy theory,
yes.
But like this, I don't like when you look at this. I actually think that there's been a lot of positives. I think that you see people coming together. I think that you've seen Biden also support his race for him because people have forgotten about his forgetfulness.
Yes.
And people are just looking at this. And I think you've seen like an amazing statement by Barack Obama. He came out and said, look, there's absolutely no place for political violence in our democracy. Although we don't know yet what exactly happened, we should be relieved that he's not seriously hurt and use this moment to recommit ourselves to civility. I think what happened is absolutely a disaster. Yes. It just shows how much unrest there is within the red and blues in the States politics. I don't know enough about it, but I know it's not going well. And I think when something like this happens, maybe it could be a time for unity. And I nearly feel like there has been a bit of unity in the States. Like Trump has just, he has a big statement gone out. He's speaking this morning. He said he didn't want to delay getting back to the campaign trail. So he's gone and spoken, and I think it feels like there's more of a unity. Whether or not it means Trump is going to get back in, I think it depends on what Biden decides to do in the next couple of months. We'll see. Like anything in US politics, any death that ever happens that's high profile, we'll say conspiracy theory. This is too close to the curve. Like no one is doing that. No one is no right sane mind. And if that did happen, you'd think this man cannot govern.
That is true. The thing is, like, we can never know because, again, there must be some blurred lines happening in the whole story that we don't know about as a public from the outside point of view. But so far, we wish him speed recovery, and he wants to recover and get back.
Yeah, he's back up speaking as we speak, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it'll be a day when the security teams will be spoken to, and I think it may see the end of open-air political rallies in the States to this magnitude because you just can't... that shouldn't have happened.
True. I agree.
At the end of the day, it just shouldn't have happened. Let's jump into cabinet proceedings in the UAE. Over the weekend, there was a cabinet reshuffle. His Highness Sheikh Hamdan is now Deputy Prime Minister and UAE Minister of Defence. So a new cabinet formation in the UAE took place. This new cabinet includes the appointment of His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Crown Prince of Dubai and Chairman of Dubai Executive Council, as the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Defence for the UAE. Also, we saw new appointments, such as His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan as Deputy Prime Minister, in addition to his portfolio as Minister of Foreign Affairs.
The ruler of Dubai said on Sheikh Hamdan's new appointments that Sheikh Hamdan is a true supporter. He is a leader who loves people and is loved by them. We have high confidence that he will be a value addition to the UAE government and a major contributor to shaping the future of the UAE.
It's interesting these stories happen during the summer. It's kind of a quieter news cycle, and then the cabinet reshuffle happens, and it just shows that there'll be no rest for the UAE cabinet throughout the summer because they all have new appointments, new things to look at, such as the new formation also includes a major restructuring of the education system in the UAE. Also, there's an appointment of a new Minister of Sports and a new Minister of State for Entrepreneurship.
Now, of course, this comes as part of the sustainable development of the strategic sector. With the education sector, the Quality of Education Center will be responsible for monitoring and as well measuring the quality of educational outcomes, student performance, and the efficiency of educational purpose in both public and private sectors across all levels, which is achieved through specific standardized frameworks and tools.
We're going to look at this one really closely. It's been a really interesting year in which the KHDA announced they weren't going to do the annual inspections in private schools. The KHDA was the governing body for private schools. What this announcement means for schools in the coming year, we're not sure. Maybe there'll be a different type of what's the word? Inspection?
Yes.
It's unclear yet, but it does mean that there is being a shake-up within the education sector. So when we have actual information, we'll bring it to you, and we'll certainly be monitoring it very closely.
As Casey guys said, I mean, honestly, I just want to say something that I don't know. I'm just like so excited for His Highness Sheikh Hamdan because people do love him and everyone loves him, and he's such a friendly person. I mean, he acts like he doesn't act like he's royal. He acts like he's a person of the people.
True man of the people, yeah.
Literally, he's a man of the people, and he's very like nice and kind, and just like takes a picture and acts like he's normal.
So true.
Well, jumping to our next story, it's actually a very sad way a car's cruise control malfunctioned and the driver was saved by Dubai police. A driver called 999 in a panic, telling emergency services that his car's cruise control malfunctioned. And of course, the traffic patrols were immediately dispatched to Sheikh Zayed Road and spotted the vehicle past the Expo Bridge.
That happened on Sheikh Zayed Road. Okay, I'll give you more information. So the patrols, what they did was they quickly secured the area around the car. So the car was still moving and activated warning signals to other motorists. So everyone else gave the car space. One of the patrol cars drove to the front of the vehicle and began gradually bringing it to a stop, while the other patrol cars secured the lane behind it. This is literally movie stuff. It reminds me of Speed with Sandra Bullock back in the day.
Well, Dubai police, of course, shared a list of instructions on what to do if your car control malfunctions. And they include, let me read it for you guys, because honestly, this is very sad. And when this happens, all that you can think of is panic. And you don't know what to do. And you're like, oh my God, what should I do? You panic. So if that happens, you need to, by the way, first of all, as I said, you need to remain calm. Because when you are panicking, you don't know how to think. You're like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. So remain calm and turn on your hazard lights just to maybe give a heads up to everyone and other cars around you. You need to call the 999 emergency number. And of course, shift your transmission into N. You know, like from D to N, which is very important.
What would happen?
What would happen? I have no idea, but they just like maybe.
Okay, so that's what the police are saying.
I'm not, but that's what the police are saying. Maybe it's better to, if that ever happens, because I've heard of a story that happened as well, like years ago. The same issue happened, and like they had to close down the Sheikh Zayed Road as well, and it was really you panic. It was a panic situation, and as well, if these steps don't work, you guys, don't forget to apply the brakes until the car comes to a stop. Of course, you know what we have. There's a full list on our post on Instagram, so make sure to maybe just like don't panic. I think the maze, because if you don't panic, you're going to be able to think.
Oh my God, I'm panicking thinking about it.
Yes, because like it's very scary. It is because you're like, oh my God, what am I going to do with the car? How can I stop the car?
I think everyone just had questions, and I'm like, first of all, Hamoud said, well done, best police in the region, trained so well for any task. So the fact that they were able to manage that safely with no accidents is just phenomenal.
Yes.
But then all of the other panicas are like, which car is it? Any idea, make and model? What do I do? And then someone's like, that's why I never use cruise control. I never use cruise control. Not a hope. How I could
I mean, it's scary. It is scary.
Yeah, even like you think about like self-driving cars is a whole other level, but even the cruise control aspect of it for me, but I've never had a fancy car either, so I don't even know if my car has cruise control. So maybe that's why. That could be the reason.
But the thing is, like, like we trust technology so much, but we shouldn't trust it that much with our lives. I mean, fine, like if you can drive a car, just like drive the car. Don't go on cruise control, because I remember when I lived in Abu Dhabi, my friend would drive, us from Dubai to Abu Dhabi and so on, because we were together, we lived together, and I remember her boyfriend at the time would tell her, like, why don't you just like cruise control? And
a lot of people have given me that advice.
Don't. I told her, I'm like, don't, because that's really dangerous. You never know what happens on the roads, and you never know how you're not going to be able to control the car. And if you lose control, you will panic. And if you panic, you will lose even more control. So like, not only the car lost control, you lost control as well. And you don't know how to act, and you don't know what to do. And because like when you panic, you don't know of like, I would say like fast solutions as calling the police. The first thing that would come to my mind if that ever happens is, I don't know, do nothing. Keep on driving. Yeah. Keep on driving until the road ends. I think the cruise control is very normalized. Like I think it's really common, especially if you're doing the Dubai to Abu Dhabi, or if anyone's watching now to use cruise control. And is it tricky? I think it's never been like an obvious feature in my car, and therefore I have no idea how it works. But that's just down to my poor driving skills. But I think everyone's asking the make and the model of the car. We don't know. Yeah, I was watching, it was one of the trending movies on Netflix this weekend with Julia Roberts, Leave the World Behind. And it just showed something happened in outer space. I'm not going to give any giveaways, but all the Teslas just started driving themselves. Oh my God.
And you're just like, this could happen. This could happen.
By the way, you guys, I promise, I have seen a lot of like Teslas, like driving on their own and on the road, and they are not that smart. I'm sorry to say this, of course, I love having a Tesla, and I have thought about getting one.
Is that in Jumeirah? You saw the self-driving cars?
No, it was as I was getting to work. My dad was like, he literally was on this lane, and the Tesla like almost hit it. And my dad had to like, thank God, the lane on our right was empty, because my dad had to go to the other lane to swerve away from it. But you guys, again, like self-driving and cruise control is not really that smart. So like, I would say avoid it at all costs.
Yeah, I think they're trying to improve the infrastructure and framework, so one day we can get there, and that takes small baby steps.
I agree. I don't know. You never know.
Let's see. Good morning to everyone who's tuning in. Holish has given us some feedback, and I really appreciate it. Holish has said N is neutral, which means the engine isn't connected to the wheels.
Okay.
And has no effect. Right. Okay. So then the car will still have momentum and keep moving, but it will slow down, and if it's not going down a hill, brake gradually. That's super helpful.
Interesting.
Okay. So we're going into, if it happens, and if you're one of the people who's commented, pop the car into neutral, call the police.
Just make sure to never go on cruise control.
I thought it was 8:47. I thought that. Anyway, okay, let's jump into our next story. We're talking about the Ambani wedding and the Dubai celebs who've descended on the wedding of the year, over 1,000 guests. A 9-page dress code. The son of Asia's richest man got married in Dubai this weekend, and the fanfare was, as you would expect, extraordinary.
Well, the family, with an estimated worth of $122 billion, which is a lot, put on more than a lavish wedding party this weekend at the GeoWorld Convention Center, which has a 16,000-person capacity, along with a gathering at Ambani's 27-story family home.
Attended by celebrities, sports figures, and business magnates, one Reddit post suggested that it cost $500 million, which is 0.5% of their net worth, and the equivalent of hosting 10 Oscar events.
While stars like Kim Kardashian and Khloe Kardashian, as well Abdul Razak, Mona Khattan, FIFA boss Gianni Infantino, and Bollywood superstar Shah Rukh Khan, and all of them, they attended the exclusive gatherings, and will be, which is the most talked about Indian wedding for the years to come, because it is honestly such a big wedding. It was all over my TikTok page, all over my Instagram page. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Have you seen the grand entrance of Radhika?
I've seen so much that I don't think I've seen it then.
Oh,
because
God.
I saw
Oh my
so many
God.
crowd seeds. I saw a lot of celebrities arriving. I saw their family dog.
Oh my God, that was, I mean, what a dog. I mean, that, my mom told me one thing. She was like, dogs have their lives written for them by God, apparently. And it's like, what a lucky dog. I would want to be
So
there.
celebrated.
Yes, he is. And they even had like that suit for him, if you've seen it. And even Kim Kardashian got the Hindi thing here. Kim and as well Chloe, which was very cute and very nice that they are celebrating the Indian culture and Indian wedding, which is amazing.
It just felt like a wedding of what? Like every time, like I feel like we had the pre-wedding, which obviously had Rihanna. It was 2 months back, and everyone thought, okay, so it's going to be big. But I think it was. Someone's just said, "I like your white cat shirt." Thank you so much. Thank you. Also, like the Ambani wedding, this is a moment of what? Like, what is it? What does that even make sense?
Oh my God!
Like, this celebrity's at the wedding. Casey's wearing a cat shirt. Like, what's actually going on? Like, why is there a dog? Why is there Kim Kardashian? Like, Khloe Kardashian? Like, the whys. But I also heard a lot of rumors of who would perform your namesake, Farah Del Rey.
Oh my God!
But I didn't see her there.
I didn't see her either. I heard the rumor, but I didn't see her. However, I know Justin Bieber performed, and I know Rihanna performed as well, which is just like beautiful. At this point, honestly, wow. I watched the whole thing all over TikTok, so I was like, this is not even a wedding, this is a fairy tale. It's so real, and it's so like, I was wondering, oh my God, how much did they spend? And like you just mentioned, it's only 1.5.
I just think it's such a scary thing. Like it's
why?
Because you say it's a fairy tale, but
it is.
It's just such huge fanfare. You know what I do like though? I love that it's the world is watching India. That's what I like about it. I like that international attention is like, it's kind of like we're on a world stage and we can host something so impeccable and so amazing. I really like that. But then just as a person, I feel like the magnitude and scale of an event like that for something that's so personal, I feel like that's huge. But I guess when you get to like richest person in the world status, like that's just what you're doing.
Of course. And have you seen the beautiful saris that were worn? I was like, that's beautiful. I've never worn a sari, by the way. And seeing Kim Kardashian wear it and Khloe Kardashian wear as well one, I was like, that's beautiful. And I love how everyone tapped into the Indian culture and tried to, I would say, like vibe and get along with it. And even Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas were there, and it was like beautiful. And I saw Priyanka dance a very traditional Indian way, I guess, and even all of them, and even as well Radhika as well performed, which was all nice. I was like, oh my God, what is there to catch? I mean, what, like, did you guys even sleep?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like our feeds were just absolutely it was just all Ambani wedding this weekend, and I've no doubt that there'll be more to come. Speaking of more to come, it's 8:52 and there's no more to come. That brings us to the end of the show on this Monday morning. We hope you have a fabulous day, and we'll see you back here same time, same place tomorrow morning. Thank you, Farah.
Thank you, Casey.
Bye-bye.